grab your pen and paper and pause the video as much as you need to so that you can explore this fantastic painting by Arcimboldo, Four Seasons in One Head. This remarkable portrait is where a human face is built entirely from natural objects. And so at first glance you see the profile of a head turned slightly towards the viewer, but when you look again, there's no skin, there's no hair, there's no eyes, well, not as we know them. Instead, the head is formed from fruits, vegetables, leaves, branches, bark, blossoms, grains. And in fact, each section of the face represents a different season of the year. Spring's flowers, summer's ripe fruits, autumn's harvest, and winter's bare wood. And together they form one strange, expressive character, kind of alive, almost impossible, quite creepy, but absolutely fantastic. And it's a reminder that sometimes the whole picture only makes sense when we study the details. So perfect for creative writing. So we're going to start to describe these details. First of all, start with the forehead. Look at the delicate blooms, the soft petals standing in for skin and that brilliant fruit on top. Zoom in on the eyes, notice the deep shadows, the way the natural forms build around the sockets, creating a contrast to those bright, glossy, rounded fruits. I just love those cherry earrings. Zoom into the jaw. The jawline is made from sturdy branches, twisting together to create strength and structure with some fantastic, gnarly, hairy texture. I feel like I could reach out and feel it. Move down to the clothing. You've got the collar that appears to be woven from straw and grass and roots and the lovely bits of wheat. Each strand is painted so carefully that you can almost feel the texture. Every tiny item matters. Every detail contributes to the whole face. And this is going to be our key writing skill today, the small details that create that big meaning. Arcimboldo teaches us that the smallest elements, the curve of a leaf, the shine of the cherry, the crack in a piece of bark, they all build to create a larger story, and the same is true in writing. One vivid detail can reveal a character's personality, one strong image can shape a setting's entire mood, one precise metaphor can transform a description. So make sure that you're looking closely and that you're writing closely. Pause the video as much as you need to and zoom right in on those key areas that intrigue you. How does this image make you feel? Do you find it mesmerising or slightly unsettling? Does it spark curiosity or make you think about how humans and nature are connected? Perhaps you feel a sense of wonder at how ordinary foods can become something extraordinary. Let your emotional reaction guide your writing. If it fascinates you, write with fascination. If it unnerves you, lean into that feeling. And we've got 3 fantastic words for you to use in your writing today. Meticulous, extremely detailed and precise. Surreal, dreamlike, strange, unreal. And organic, natural, derived from living things. The sentence starters, remember you can get these from the YouTube transcript, or you can have a look at my blog and you can have the whole resource, the whole script as a resource. As I looked closer, I realised the face was actually made from. Each tiny detail seemed to whisper. The portrait felt alive, as though the seasons themselves. And I've got some ambitious punctuation for you to use. I love the colon. You can introduce some vivid detail with the colon. I love a semicolon to link closely related descriptions. Remember, it's just a fancy connective. And the dash, one of the most forgiving and brilliant of the sophisticated punctuation marks. Great for adding dramatic emphasis. For example, the blossoms formed delicate forehead, dash. Each petal a careful stroke of the artist's imagination. The nature and climate fact I'm going to link to the painting is food security, a very modern issue. So food security means that people have reliable access to enough safe, nutritious food to live healthy lives. In our world today, climate change, soil degradation and rising global populations threaten that stability. Fruits and grains and vegetables in this portrait remind us that food comes directly from nature and that protecting ecosystems is essential. Just as the face in the painting depends on every item working together, our food systems depend on balance, diversity and sustainability. This connects to geography, where we study farming, climate change, and global food systems, and to science, where we explore plant biology and ecosystems. Also, clearly, obviously, connects with art. Your think, pair, share oracy task. Choose one tiny detail from the painting: a leaf, a berry, a piece of bark. Describe it as vividly as possible. Then, with your partner, share your description and discuss how your chosen small detail helps to build the bigger picture of the portrait. Share your strongest sentence and read it aloud to the class, explaining how focusing on small details enhances creative writing. And it's a really nice thing, actually, to go around the class and everybody read their individual piece of writing, just a sentence or a phrase, so that you've created a whole class poem from this one picture. I'd love to see what you've got. Please share your work. Have a look at my blog. Thanks.